Alright guys, I have to be very quick, but welcome back to another video. I did say it's market day in the next clip. However, I want to say a proper hello, welcome to the channel. I'm Patricia. I own SnugglesandFunCrafts, and in this video we are going to be doing a market day and a little behind the scenes on market day. Now I'm so sorry that this video is a little bit longer. However, I feel like y'all deserve a little bit more in-depth of market stuff and like explaining stuff. I did not get a lot of on the day market footage. I will go ahead and tell you that. However, I have a good reason for it, so I'm not gonna spoil it, but I have a good reason for it. So that's all I really gotta say in this intro, other than I got some shop updates for y'all and some new updates. For December, I'm only planning to do, if I am accepted into one more market, I will only do one market in December. My husband and I are going to prioritize our time, and I believe we deserve that. And I'm going to be working mostly on building my stock back up, and then working on this to get better photos of it, and then get the bead pattern out, because I know I'm very much behind on that. And really just do all the behind scenes. December, I know I keep saying this, pushing it back, but I promise you there's just been a lot happening. Tutorials will be coming out, guys. But yeah, that's really all I really gotta say. I hope y'all enjoy this video, and let's get on with the market day. It's market day, guys. It is Friday, November 22nd. I am pumped and hyped at the same time. We got everything boxed up, but the crate with the boxes, with the gift boxes. So I need to last minute assemble some hooks. I was assembling Emmy sticks, but then when I ran out of time, because first I woke up late, that was a problem. So I didn't have as much time to do stuff yesterday. And then it's not an inconvenience, but you know, I already planned for this, but I forgot my father's gift, so I had to go grab that and I was trying to set up at their place. But then the wind told me, oh no, knocking stuff over. I was like, yep, I'm done, guys, I'm done. So I packed my stuff back up, grabbed my dad's gift, and walked out the door. I was like, yep, no, we're not dealing with the wind today, because us and wind do not get along. So yeah, it is currently almost 6 o'clock in the morning. I dropped my husband off to work because we'll be driving his truck. I will be picking him up from work, and he got to see a little glimpse of my college life, because I literally just woke up. I literally woke up, got coffee, got dressed, out the door, and drove, because I was the one driving. Because if I have to drive back, I might as well drive, you know, so we don't have to switch seats and all that stuff. It's way too complicated. Yeah, what I did had made, hold on, let me see. Okay, so I have two 5.5 millimeters done, one in Santa, one in Sally inspired, or Sally really. And then I got a 4.5 in a Christmas tree and a 3.5 in a penguin. We figured out last night after our after we went to the dinner how we were gonna set up, because I told my husband I need your help drawing them out, because since the winds told me no, I need to figure out how to dress, how to set up, so we won't be rushing, you know, trying to get it set up. So we kind of know a layout right now, and my husband is using this box as a prop up, and it says build your own gift set, 3 custom hooks, $30, 2 custom hooks, $25, add Emmy sticks with 2 hooks for $30, because I have 2 hooks for, or 2 Emmy sticks for $16. So literally, and these are like almost $10 a piece, so you are still saving. I have not done the ones with that goes in the spinning wheel, but I may use that for display reasons. But I made it easier for my customers by writing the size of the hook. I don't know if I told y'all this in the last vlog or not. I thought I did. My husband and I didn't go to bed till like 11 o'clock, and that was our cutoff time because I had to drive him to work. In order for me to wake up, I gotta make sure I have at least some sleep. And the only reason I'm even talking right now is because I got coffee in my hand. So yeah, I mixed cupcake and blueberry cobbler coffee in my little tub, or in my big tub. So yeah, I love this mug. I just don't like how the lid always like sits up a little bit. I get scared that it's gonna gush all over me. But my wonderful husband set out some themes for me. I can do a dino theme for 2 hooks, but that's why it's a build your own, because I'm trying to get some stock out, but there's some stuff I don't want to like use too much of, you know, until it sells on Etsy. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make one more hook set with the ghost dog and Jack, and have a set with, or have one hook with a bee. I'm gonna try to see where these two go together, but if they choose not to, that's their own. That is their own. I'm letting the customers pick and choose what they want, you know? Because I feel like there's no point of me stressing how many sets I got and it don't sell together. But if they have their own pick, they can pick whatever, you know? And I think that means a little bit more meaningful, because it'd be more customized to each crocheter, you know? Because each crocheter likes different things, and they may want to have one of each that they like. So yeah, all that to say, literally everything that is in the truck up and unless, except for the Christmas tree my mother-in-law's letting me borrow, and then the that one crate. Okay, we're doing our plan's an L shape with a cart at the very end, because that's when my best sellers are. When I mean at the end, I mean towards the walkway. So yeah. So yeah. I gotta get to going, guys. I'm gonna pop up a YouTube video. And I am so sorry for what YouTube is doing, because it is not letting me like upload my video on my phone. I don't understand why. It's been over 24 hours now. I don't know what's going on. So don't blame me. Don't blame me. I was getting them up. I was trying to get them up. So yeah, it's not on me. But I don't know what's going on. But I want to go ahead and fix my desk up a little bit so I can grab my market prep journal out and tell you in a better dress of how much inventory we got. Hey guys, before I get to finishing the rest of my hooks, I'm gonna tell you everything that we have. And I guessed low for the gift boxes because I don't want to aim higher than what I can do. So yeah. I have a Grinch for $30. I have ornaments. I have 4 of them that I'm going to sell for $8 each. And one of them is a Grinch, Santa, Mrs. Claus, and a snowman. That's the 4 keychains that I got. And then I have 5 of the Oogie Boogie keychains, and they're not all on keychains. There's about 2 without them, and that's the brown ones. So, no, there should be like 2 brown ones without a keychain, 1 that has a keychain. So, yeah. And then I have 1 face scrub for $5. I have 2 snowmen that are varying prices. One is fluffy, which is like a more fluffy yarn, like eyelash yarn almost. Or the, I can't remember what that is, but it's by Bernat. I can't remember. But yeah, the fluffy one is $22. The regular one with the top hat and the scarf is $20. And I have 2 snowmen right at this moment. And I got 5 Mary Berry Bees. Y'all have seen me prep those. Those are free-handed by me. And any of these patterns will be linked in the bio, in the pattern list, especially with his own pattern list, because some of them are special to the holidays and I don't use them as much. So I gotta make another one that I can share with y'all. All right, Jeffrey's $30. I only got one of him. I want to see if he can sell because he's been on my table for over a year. So of course you don't want to make more that has not sold. And the market or coordinator asked me if I only bring one of each, but in the back of my mind, she does not know that the Grinch and Jeffrey have not sold. So like they've been on my table for over a year. No, yeah, at a year at this point, because last weekend it would have been a year. So yeah. Okay. So, all right, back to the list. I have 3 Love Cats. I sell mine for $22 each. It's just cover, Sweet Snuggles, and Bernat blanket because I switch between the two. And so that brings me $66 of potential revenue. I have Jack, and he is $40. Y'all know about that. I have 2 sunflower coasters I'm selling for $6 each. I only have 2 of them. I have 1 Zero Ghost Dog. I'm selling it for $12. I have 3 Mini Bees, and they're $5. I have 4 of the $5 Octos. I have 2 of the bee keychains. We made those when we market prepped bees, and we just put a keychain on one of them because I wanted one with bright yarn and one with light yarn. So yeah. I have 2 sharks and 1 orca. I sell for $8 each. I have 5 axolotls that sell for $8 each. I have 2 whales that sell for $8 each. One of them is purple and one of them is blue. Yeah. I got 5 emotional support pickles. Some of them have signs, some of them do not. And I sold those for $10 each. I have 1 bunny for $32. And that bunny's from Katie Dids. I will go ahead and tell you because I know that's the one I use. I have 7 scrunchies and I sell them for $5 each. I decided not to go lower on them because I know my worth. I know what the scrunchies are worth, and hopefully they sell with like stocking stuffers, you know. I have 1 daisy turtle from Happy Turtle Crochet. I sell that for $18, and I have 4 of the $15 mini turtles. And my hooks right now are currently $6 each, and I have a preset of hooks that I brought to last market that I'm going to be making more of individual. But I got these. So yeah, and I even labeled them with individual hooks because some of them I'm saving for sets, some of them I'm not. But I have 6 of the $6 hooks. And if you go on my website, they're more than $6. Is because Etsy takes a transaction fee and a processing fee and a listing fee. They have all the fees, so $6 would not cut it. And also you gotta pay for shipping with Etsy. So yeah, because I don't want to go into negative providing these. All right, this is when we go to the estimates. All right, with my small gift boxes, I am including the 2 hooks gift box. Like I said, that's the small one. That's what I'm considering small. And then those are going to be, now the 2 hooks are $25. I did not take into account the one with the Amy sticks, but the Amy sticks is when, if they like choose to, you know, they don't have to, you know? So yeah. So the Amy sticks I still sell for $16 because I was explaining to my husband because he wanted me to lower the price. I'm like, I cannot physically because of the cost of the materials. Granted, I was using the price for some of the toppers that are specifically higher as an example to make sure I cover it. However, it's because they're mostly the same. Because what I do is I did a whole breakdown when I bought them. It'd be like, how much do I have to charge to get my money back? You know? So yeah. So my Amy sticks are $16, and I have 4 sets. So that's about 8 sticks if you count individual. I have 2, this is an estimate, 2 of the medium boxes. And that's because I'm about to finish some, and of course there can be more. I'm just guessing a low ball, but I got a lot of boxes if they want some more, you know. I'm just guesstimating. My mystery boxes have 15 of them, and they equal up to $100 each, or $100 altogether, and they range from $5 to $10. I gotta print the sign out. I have one of the Chubby Dino for $15. It is the Justice for the Red Dino. I hope it sells today because I won't have another market maybe till March of next year. So yeah, so I just want it gone. I got one cow from Jen's Crafty Creations for $35, one elephant from Jen's Craft Creations for $35, and Oogie Boogie, which is free-handed by me, for $35 because it's one of the small ones and it takes a lot of time. I have 2 scrub pads for $8, and it's the yellow scrub material yarn. I have 2 wash sets that vary in prices. One is a set of 2 for $5. One is a set of 4 for $8. So I total up in $13 in washcloth sets. I have 3 medium pumpkins that I'm selling for $12 each. And that is to try to price them down from 16 to 12 to see if they move a little bit faster. I don't know if they will, but let's see. I'm going to write that as a discounted. So I know for me, I already discounted it. My flower coaster set, I only have 1 of them. I've had this since April, and I'm selling it for $12 each. It took a lot of time, and that's the only one that I have. I have 1 $8 loofah, and it's because it took a lot of yarn and a lot of time. It was from a crochet crowd tutorial on YouTube. I have 3 of my medium bees made in Parfait Chunky for $25 each. So that equals $75 in potential revenue. I'm keeping the Beetle Bride, the free-handed Beetle Bride, and I'm selling her for $30 to try to get her off the table. I hope somebody will love her as much as I love her. And as you can see, I took my tall man out. So yeah. I have 2 sunflowers I'm going to try to knock out, and I sell those for $8. And I got one of my old version of my jellyfish for $20 that I've had it for over a year. So yeah. The only thing I got left to do is print one more signage, get cash, and then charge the vices. I already have them set out somewhere. I had them set them out. I had my card reader down here. I need to bring my battery pack from Amazon. That was on sale after Halloween. I got it for emergency reasons, but if I can use it to charge stuff, I will. My husband's already done charged that. And I need to bring my battery pack. So I already packed my market bag. It just needs the battery pack and stuff like that. Yeah, and of course I need this book to make sure. My goal is to make at least $300 throughout these 2 days. And we have well over enough inventory to make $300. And let me explain to you the $30. Okay. Do I have my notes section? Hold on. My goal is to make $200 because of mileage. All right, let me see if I have a paper, because I don't want to write it on. Let me do this, that I'm not going. Okay. Goals is $300 in total, because I have to pay my husband for gas because it's a longer trip. And also it will cover expenses of being out of work. And also my time and materials. So if I sell a lot of these gift sets, I can pay off some of my debt related to these gift sets, so I can knock out some debt. Yeah. And also profit some of it. Yeah. Gotta stretch. So, and I forgot to tell y'all how much of inventory in total that we got. Hold on. I'm all over the place. I'm so sorry. Please bear with me. I'm normally not up this early. I need to get to the page. All right. Let me get back to my totals, because I am very much shocked with how much we've made. Like, I'm telling you. I know that's what y'all want to hear. How much and how many items do I have available, and how much in potential revenue do I have? Okay. We have 112 items. 112 items ready to sell. Well, going to be ready to sell. And then we have, that translates to $1,308 in potential revenue. So 112 items with 1,308 potential revenue. I personally am going ahead and mark down of my rate this event from Jen's Crafty Creations book. I'm already going to say like mid for the booth fee cost, because it was on the pricier side, but hopefully by the end of this it will justify this, because yeah, I already put on 3 stars, because it is a little bit pricey. It is a little bit risky, but you always take a risk, you know? I don't know about the show organization. I don't know how the location. I know the location. I've been there before, but I don't know how it will translate into a market. I don't know. Easy of setup. I don't really know up until I get there. And they are amazing with communication. That is something that I have already noticed in this thing. They keep it communication. They communicated with me if they have an extra wooden table, see if I need it, and I'm just telling them no, because we're barely going to fit our 2 6-foots in our little cart. So that tells you a lot. So yeah, because it's weird. It's a 10-foot long spot with an 8-foot wide width. So yeah, that's the reason why I say we're going to have trouble, is because of the width, and we're going to be mostly good. But yeah, they literally communicated with me and made sure they provided me with what I needed. And then also I provide them with what they needed, because they requested Jeffrey, Grinch, and a cow. And I made sure to set aside that. I do have to bring one of my Jen's Crafty Creations elephants to this market so I can give to the venue owner, because If you don't know, the venue owner is actually the one who coordinated my wedding and also took my 1-year marriage anniversary photos. Her name is Charity. I'm going to give her a little shout out. She is a local photography business and a wedding coordinator business. And she also owns a wedding venue here in the South Carolina region. So she has 2 venues. She has a farm and a barn. I got married at the barn. She is the most sweetest soul ever. She said she may buy him some more Christmas gifts, but she's a small business owner. She gave me a tip when she didn't have to. The only thing with her elephant I got to do is glue some eyes on, and that is because I've been indecisive of what eyes I want to put on, because I don't know if I know it's for a gift, but I don't know if it's a guy or a girl or a boy, so I'm trying to be gender neutral. But I have it sitting over here. I'm going to put it in a bag. My bags are in the truck, but I can get a big bag from out of there and put it in there, so it's be like for charity. Or I know it's for charity because it's already in a bag. So, yeah. That's really my take on it. I am so grateful because I heard it from Charity that this opportunity was even here, and I'm so grateful that she shared it and I was able to easily get contacted to the organizer so I can be a part of this event. The only downside is they wouldn't let me do only one day. They want you to have 2 days, which I understand because they want you to leave your setup overnight. And so I got to find a few extra sheets so I can put over my product. And I'm going to take a picture before I leave to make sure that there's no theft. I hope there's not no theft. That's one thing I'm worried about. But it's not what the organizer is for me. But yeah, my goal is $300 again because of gas, food also, and then also time off of work and the time it took for me to make all of this. So I have juggled with the idea of if we sell out, because there's been lots of shares, not a lot of comments, but a lot of shares on their posts. And I really want this to go well because this is my last market of the year, because I'm taking a break after this. Unless I do a Greenville State Farmers Market to push inventory out. But that's really about it. I don't have to ask off of work for that. And the main reason why I did that is to make sure that I can do that, because I don't want to be asking off for the rest of the year because I need to jumble down on some money for Christmas. So yeah, I got my husband's side done. It's just I need my husband and my side done. So yeah, but I also gotta get some breaks done. So yeah. I am so nervous for this market. It's not even funny. It's because I made the executive decision myself to sign up for this 2-day market. I know Fridays are a little bit slower. I know. So I'm not pushing for high traffic today because it'll be 6 to 9. It gets dark earlier. So that's why I brought lights so they can see. I just don't know if Friday will be a good time or not, but we will see. I think Saturday may be a good thing. I know there's a lot of like neighborhoods nearby, so I don't know if they're going to go, but we'll see. I know I went to the Holly Jolly Fair, and one of the vendors that I've seen and passed by will be at this market, so I may try to stop by and say hi. Told them I saw their booth at the Holly Jolly Fair. I know there's potential revenue at that market, so I'm going to try my best to get in next year. It just depends on how it goes for the rest of the year. And then how my sales have been doing online. And yeah. because I don't know if it's expensive. I know the application's got to be in by April, so it's very early in the year. So you got to set out that time for almost over half a year. So yeah, you got to make that big commitment. So I don't know, but I got to get going, and I'm gonna drink some more coffee because I'm tired. I woke up at 5 a.m. No, 4:50. Yeah. Wish me luck. All right, guys, it is 4 minutes till 8 o'clock in the morning, and I still ask myself, why am I even up? And I don't really know. I do know, but I don't really know for sure. So yeah, I gotta pick that up. Okay. I have made 2 more hooks since I've talked to y'all last. Production is a little bit slow, but look, I just woke up, guys. Don't even mind me. I literally just woke up. I was physically up, but mentally I am not awake up until recently, like right now. So this is just the fatigue hitting, you know? That's literally all it is. Yeah, it's literally the fatigue. So don't even mind me here. So I got a few things that I've set aside for individual hooks, and I got some set for a set of 2. I don't want to make all my hooks. I want to still have back stock, but yeah. So the opossum, I'm gonna sell separate. The girls rock, which is a free gift, I'm gonna sell that for normal. And my neck, my back, I think I already got this, so I'm actually gonna set this aside. There's not even a point, but I made a Jack and a 0 themed hook since I've talked to y'all guys. I need to make a Grinch. That is one thing I need to do. I already got a Santa, so I'm kind of like debating on not making another Santa because I don't want too much Christmas stuff. But I do know a Grinch hopefully will be popular. You're gonna be popular. Yeah. Yeah. I was just thinking about Electric Scribble's vlog. I was watching that a little bit before I started this. All right. So yeah, the next 2 hooks I think that I'm gonna make is, I want to have a set of 2. So I'm gonna have like sunflower and bee. Then I'm gonna make an individual daisy. Like I have a set of 3 that I'm gonna make with these, like the sunflower, the daisy, the bee. And I said that was the next thing I was gonna make. No, that is not what I'm gonna make. I might want to make a cow fiend to add to my stock. And I got a bunch of piles of prints back here that is ready for me to use. Oh my gosh. Sorry if y'all feel shaking. It was because literally the basket is right behind y'all. So yeah, I am probably going to make the 4mm and the now this is the decision part. This is where it's hard, guys. I'll get to y'all when I figure it out. All right, guys, I figured it out definitively. The next 2 bees we're gonna make is the probably the 4mm in the Oogie Boogie, the green one right here, not the circle one. That is for my Amy stick specifically, mostly, unless specifically requested. And then this one will be in the 5mm. Sorry, I got my little situation here. Yes, I use E6000 glue, so yeah. I know I shouldn't be saying how I really do it, but I mean, it is what it is. Y'all see in the videos. And I'm literally mass assembling these, so there's no point even hiding them just for the video. So yeah, I'm thinking about the 5mm for the Grinch. So I am going to get started because my bank is about to open up soon, and the next thing I have to do is charge go to the bank, and basically finish up here. I'm so tired. I've called my work though, and they already have my shift for today covered, so yay. I don't have to worry about them trying to pull a ride up on me or whatever. Yay me. But yeah. I am thinking because of the gift hook set, I want to make sure there's enough like back stock of just regular unmade hooks, so I can, if people order it and I don't have it, I can make it. So I'm just going to be making singles of the cows, the possum, girls rock, and 2 dinos. So that goes over here, and these 2. But the hooks that are individual, you can add those to that. Like, it's like literally like a build your own type deal. So yeah, it's okay. So, and I'll explain it to them when they come up. So, like I said before, I don't think today is going to be really busy, but you never really know. Some people like to go out on Friday nights, so I don't know. We'll just see. But I'm gonna get going. I need to make a hook. I need to make a bunch of hooks, and before I go to the bank and all that. So I'm gonna get myself started on finishing this mess and getting closer to being done. All right, guys, sorry for the messy hair, but I have finished all 11, I believe, of all the hooks. I need to wrap up an Emmy stick, but I need to go to the bank, and so I'm gonna get ready today and do my market outfit for today. I am so sorry for the glare, but a little outfit of the day. I got my pullover sweater that I got a couple years ago, tank top that I recently bought from Walmart because all mine are too small or stretched out from the washer, and I got my boot flare jeans from, I believe these are from Route 21 before they closed on my area. But I'm going to also go grab what I'm gonna wear tomorrow. This is what I'm wearing tomorrow. Let me take this pullover sweater off and then put that over this tank top, and I'll show you how it will kind of look. I'm just gonna wear leggings instead. Oh, this is not an aesthetic backdrop, but this is me. Just imagine leggings, tank top. It's gonna be a little bit warmer because it don't start till like 10, so, and the hot is supposed to get like 60-ish, so look at it. Oh my gosh, I love it. This is from the wonderful and amazing C&D Custom Designs on Etsy. She is on TikTok as CD Customs, and I absolutely love it. The only thing is I gotta snip a few strings. I think it's just coming loose. But look at the cuffs. They're purple. The border's purple. Just imagine me just sitting in my little chair, you know, with my little cute heels, my leggings, my tank top. This on. I don't even care. I got a white bra on, so it doesn't even matter. So, I mean, you can't really see nothing. So, look. But every time I put this thing on, I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. I love it. I'm like a little kid. When I got this, it was delivered to my doorstep, and I saw USPS like come up when I was coming into the apartment complex. But I was like, okay, CD Customs, I'll like get it in a little bit because I'm gonna go back to the mailbox later. But no, it was at my doorstep. She got me this scrunchie. I've been wearing it yesterday. I like this. So just imagine me, hold on, fixing my hair tie. Let's just have a moment. Let's just have a moment to admire the beauty, the symmetrical, the beauty, the handwork. I love granny stitches too. I have been on the hunt to be making custom crochet clothes for me. And we did a yarn trade. So I traded some blue yarn over because she likes blue. And she always could use some more blue. I said, go on ahead, honey. You can have some of the blues I'm not going to ever use. She's like, bet. So she sell these for $75 with without pockets, but you can have the pockets, I think, for $85. Please go on their TikTok or Etsy to verify that. And she made this within like 2 or 3 days. What I think I'm going to do is charge all of my stuff and make sure everything is in the bag and make sure everything's in the truck. Put my shoes on, make my man some sandwiches and heat them up before I take them, so he might be able to eat on the way there. Because I love my husband. Even though he did not match my energy when I drove him to work this morning. It's okay. He's not a morning person like I am. He's okay. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to go ahead, cook some sandwiches because that's what he wanted to make yesterday, but then remembered we had dinner with my father. And then go to the bank, go to Walmart, and yeah, that's really about it. So I will see y'all guys probably when I am on the way to the market. Welcome back, all y'all lovely people. It is about 5-ish in the morning. My husband woken me up so I can make some more product. I started on a bee because we only got, spoiler alert, only one more bee. Day one was amazing. Turned out better than I hoped or what I expected on a Friday. And we were selling stuff before the market even started, guys. Yep. All right. I don't have them listed in order, so please bear with me. Yeah. Just can't. I do know the coordinator came by while I was setting up, and she said that the reason she wanted the Grinch and the cow was to set it aside for herself. I know her family loved the Grinch. That's what she told me. But I didn't know she was going to buy it herself. So, after the market, when she got home, she sent me the money for it and we put it aside on the tote. So, yeah. And the venue person, she loved her elephant. It was great. I love that reaction. And yeah. All right, let me tell you how much we've made today. All right, we have one Grinch that sold for $30, and that was with the $65 order with the coordinator. We have an $8 keychain that sold at the very last minute before we left. It was a green one. We sold a Jeffrey. It's gone. A little girl picked it up, went put it down, which is what we love. She made her statement. And I was like, yes. And I explained to them, this one has been on my table for a long time. I sold that for $30, which is a little under, but I've had it for over a year. So, yeah. And don't mind Theo. He actually missed us yesterday. And he's being junkers this morning. All right. So, YM changing colors. We sold a Jeffrey for 30, a loaf cat for 22, a mini bee for $5. We only sold one, and an octo for $5, a bee keychain for $8, an axolotl, a pink one that I do know because it was the only one that sold today. And that's Crochet by Jenna's pattern. We sold a whale from the All by Jade Orca and the whale and shark bundle pack with the orca. I love that pattern. We have 2 pickles that sold. I was very shocked because now we only have 3 and people were loving the pickles and I am so happy about it. I'm shocked but happy. Hold on, guys. Let me go get my kitty and we'll have a little Theo moment. Don't mind it, guys. He just missed me. Look at this. I'm a cat mom. I've had him for over 2 years now. Ain't that right, my love? It's like my whole child. He's over 13 pounds, but he's my baby. He is, if you are an OG and from the start of Snuggles and Funcrafts on YouTube, he was our co-star. So yes, take a moment for the co-star because he's so cute. All right, guys, let's get back into this market recap. Day 1. We sold the bunny from Katie Dids. We sold my version, the model version of the autism awareness turtle. And when the little girl picked it up, I was like, y'all, you picked up my favorite turtle. And she would not let that go. I was like, oh my gosh, so happy. It finally sold in April. You know I'm going to have to make another one just because of the month, but it finally sold. And that pattern is from using Happy Turtle Crochet, I think, for the shell, and Crochet by Jenna with the body and the fins. So yeah, it's not my pattern, it's just my version because I turned it into a very unique thing. So yeah. All right. People were eyeing the scrunchies last night. I seen them and I'm like, are we actually going to get a scrunchie sale? But we did not last night. Maybe we'll do it today. We didn't get a view on the Daisy Turtle, but we didn't actually put that one out. So, I mean, you can't sell what is not out on the table. All right, and we had about $60 worth of turtles, and they picked it up, and I think only sold... No, I didn't sell any. I was about to say, I didn't sell any. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. I did forget to bring my tags for my little cart, so I actually got to print those out before I go. My husband fixed the printer temporarily before it starts acting up again. I don't know what goes on with it, but it's just he fixed it so it like would print. But yeah, I was able to print my mystery box art, which people loved. I was able to print my amigurumi gift set, build your own gift set station, which is so amazing. And my husband had the garland that was on my yarn wall around the crates. We stacked them up really, really high. And then he put the lights around it when it got really, really dark. And I'm like, I love the vibe in this room right now. But yeah. The hooks have not sold, but they already was... I seen people who were asking, and I see a theme. They either don't know what size to get, And they're like, they're very particular. I'm like, well, yeah, but I don't know. But I met another vendor that her daughter actually crochets, because I seen this vendor at the Holly Jolly Fair, and she actually explained to me that her daughter and some other like friend makes her beads for her, and she was asking me if I do wholesale, which I don't, but I don't mind making a big order of beads. So that might be an option in the future. All right. I gotta secure these ends. That's what I do. All right, let's go back on to what we sold. I sold 6 mixed mystery boxes that equal up to $35. I had sold the cow from the coordinator. That's $35 from Jen's Crafty Creations. The elephant from Jen's Crafty Creations. I did not sell the Oogie Boogie yet. I have not sold the scrub pad. I've had looks, but I have not sold it yet. I sold the $8 4-pack of washcloths, and it was, they were like, I don't know about the texture, but it was surprisingly with the new yarn from Premier Parfait Chunky. So I'm like, okay. That was surprising. I didn't set out the flower coaster set, so of course it didn't sell. I had eyes on the loofah. I just don't think they're understanding that it's a loofah. Or I only heard one that says I got too many at home. I was like, okay. The bees were popping out. I'm surprised it didn't sell out, and that is why I'm making one more. I'm not making 2 more. I'm making 1 more, so I can go on to the chickens, because we sold out of chickens for a total of $45 in chickens. So we sold, go back to the very front, I sold $413.78 worth of product. Now, the 78 cents is because of the Oogie Boogie keychain. It was on a Cash App transaction. And if to remind y'all, I brought $13.08 to this I brought $13.08 worth of product in this market, which equaled up to 112 items. And let me tell y'all, I forgot tape, I forgot scissors, I forgot my crochet, I forgot my individual hooks, I forgot, my bag was overstuffed, but it wasn't stuffed enough with the essentials, you know? So yeah, as you can see, this pattern of mine, I get mine to where it's quick and easy. This is with Bernat Blanket. Just making sure it may not. I say it was quick and easy. Just making sure the ends. You know how like it has a little bubble if you don't end it right? That's what I'm doing. Or that it's not what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to avoid. Sorry guys, it is 5 something in the morning. Let me see what time it is. Oh, I got it powered off. I can't really tell. All right, it's about 5 something in the morning, so just excuse my little fog brain. But I'm going to finish this. My husband is sleeping because he worked. I picked him up at 2:30 so we can go to this market. Thank you to my job, or my husband's job, for letting me pick him up early. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this piece, see what I can make of chickens, and I'm gonna bring some yarn. I'm gonna try to make the mini loaves cats. I don't really know. People are picking up the little cats, but I think it's the price that sold them after the first one. And I want the calico to find its forever home, you know? So we'll see. I got a bunch of colors, and we'll see what comes from there. And I have parts for a cow, but if I make another cow during the market, it would have to be one without the felt eyes, because both the cow and the one elephant that was on my actual like table had felt eyes. The one I gave to the venue was like, I should have done it felt, but it was safety eyes. But yeah, that's really all I gotta really say. It was a great first day. I am scared for what my table's gonna look like today. But I'm also, when we first recently came up, there was one person that says, oh, you're gonna sell out here. I said, that's the hope. Yes, that's the hope. If we sell out, that'd be a good day. I'll be sitting chill for a few. I know I gotta pay my husband for gas, so we're gonna stop by. I'm going to pay for gas, and then no, I know we gotta stop by for gas, so part of my profit will go towards gas. And I'm gonna get me a little biscuit. We always have a tradition with a market, if it's in the morning, to go get a biscuit. And we're going, I've already eyed it. There's a little barbecue truck at the venue, and I want my barbecue today. He said I could have barbecue because last night we made ham and cheese sandwich, grilled ham and cheese sandwich, and I got me some chicken noodle soup to go with it. Yeah, I love it. I loved it. It felt so good to have it because it was so cold. But tomorrow, it's not going to be that cold. It's still going to be cold, but not that cold. But that's why I have this. I was going to bring me an extra shirt to layer on top of this that will match still. So yeah, we are ending the end of this bee already. I didn't realize that. Oh my gosh. We're at the butt of it. All right. So I'm going to finish this off, go on to a chicken, and I will see y'all guys when we leave for day 2. Hey guys, what time is it, love?
1 o'clock.
All right. Hey guys, it's 1 o'clock. We got less than 2 hours left to the market. What's your take on it?
Doing good, I guess.
We're doing really good. We keep selling out of chickens. That's literally what we sell out of. We're also almost sold out of sharks and whales. So yeah, and it's going really, really good. So great first 2-day market experience. And I got a little I told you so from the mystery boxes. Yeah. All right, guys, it is Sunday, November 24th, and I'm gonna go about and break down each day. All right, I had to scoot y'all back a little bit. So what I want to make a disclaimer is it was so busy to a point where I couldn't log all of the transactions. But if you know, my true love is this market planning from Jen's Crafty Creations on her Etsy that I will be buying again. I logged everything in here. Now, my market from November 22nd and November 23rd was at the Holiday at the Farm and the farm at Green Acres in Honey Path, South Carolina. Best thing. I was a little bit worried because of the location, but it was amazing. Like, I'm just giving you a spoiler. It was like great. So I do know an approximate amount for day 2 and day 1, because I know mostly the correct amount for day 1, and that's because of what I'm about to tell you soon. All right, so I am going to break down what I sold by each day, because I did it in 2 different color of markers. I sold for day 1, which was a night market from 6 to 9. We were there about, we were set up by 5, and we were getting sales before the market even started. So we sold the Grinch. That was going to the coordinator. She paid me after the market when she got home, so that's still a sale from that market. We sold an Oogie Boogie inspired keychain, and it was a Cash App transaction, so it took a few cents off. It was like $7.78. I sold to Jeffrey on day 1. It was closer to the end, but it was a little girl who grabbed it. And I'm so glad that Jeffrey has found his forever home. It's been over a year now, and Jeffrey deserves a good home. I sold 1 loaf cat on day 1. I sold one of my mini bees for $5. Oh, and by the way, Jeffrey was sold for $30. A loaf cat was sold for $22. I forgot to tell you prices. I sold a bee keychain for $8. I sold 1 axolotl on day 1 for $8. I sold 1 whale on, one whale on day 1 for $8. I sold 2 pickles on day 1 for $10 each. And I sold my bunny from Katydids for $32. And I sold my autism awareness turtle, the actual final product. That one is a mix of Happy Turtle Crochet and Crochet by Jenna. The shell is Happy Turtle Crochet, and then the body is Crochet by Jenna. And the ribbon was a mix of a pattern from a YouTube tutorial. And I sold that one for $30. I sold, hold on. I can't tell you the price. I can't tell you the prices of the mystery boxes I sold on day 1 because I didn't log it. And next time I do the mystery boxes, I'm going to be doing catch and count about which one's 5, which one's 8, which one's 10. I just knew I had 15 in total. But I sold 5 mystery boxes on day 1. I sold $35 cow, which is part of the coordinator's transaction. I sold an elephant for $35 from Jen's Crafty Creations. The cow is also from Jen's Crafty Creations. I sold my 1 set of 4 washcloth sets for $8. They didn't choose the 5 one. They picked it up but never bought it. That was interesting. But that one didn't sell. And it was weird because my new yarn from Premier from Premier Yarns with the cotton yarn is the one that sold. So yeah. I sold 2 of my $25 medium bees. Both of them that sold was from my original stash of 3 that I made with Premier Parfait Chunky. They loved it. And I sold out of my chickens, which I sold for $15 each. And I sold the bees for $25 each. They had no problem with that. So, let's see. Yeah. All right. And then for day 2, so I totaled on day 1 and transactions $405.78. That was already putting me in a good mood because I have never made that much in a market. I had a little bit more downtime in that day because it was mostly because of the cold. However, a lot more vendors was the one buying. However, it was still pretty busy to being cold. I did not wear my C&D custom like cardigan the first day because it was going to be really, really cold, and I wore my warm jacket. It had like basically 3 layers on, and I was still freezing. So that was really about the only con of that one. And also, not as many vendors showed up on Friday as they did on Saturday. So I think it pushed my product a little bit more, because I do know on Saturday there was another crocheter, which is okay, you know. I still did pretty good. So, I mean, it did not bother me at all, because it did not affect my sales. So, yeah. I walked down a little bit on the first day. I didn't see all of them, but there was apparently one that had yarn balls, and I did not see that one. Yeah, I didn't really see that one. I did see on the first day where they had a t-shirt business, where they had like a t-shirt bar. You picked your sublimation thing out and you would print it. I've seen like 2 of them do that, and I was right beside one of them that was doing the t-shirt bar, and you were allowed to bring a propane heater, but I have an electric heater and that was not allowed, so I didn't bring mine. But my husband and I, we knocked it out of the ballpark. We got through it, and it was much busier on a Friday than I have ever expected. So yeah, that was a win. So I was like very shocked, because I come in watching all these market videos when they do a 2-day events. If it's on a Friday, not a lot of people come on Friday, but actually there was more customers coming on Friday to my booth than Saturday. So yeah. On day 2, I sold my very first sale was a $10 ornament from the Grinch, my new Grinch ornament that I made, and it was to my vendor neighbor. She was a local business in Lawrence, a boutique, and I was about to buy something for her, but I didn't end up doing it, because I may just stop by one day when I'm near Lawrence, South Carolina, and try to see what her boutique looks like. But she had a Pink Friday sale, and it was her, like, she's new to doing markets, so she was asking me a little bit what to do, and I was telling her, if you ever do market at the mill, do junking and jamming. It's free, and it would do really good in there, because what I've seen is that a lot of people are shopping for clothes. So hers, I think, would do good, but you never know. She was telling me how her business has been struggling in election year, and I'm like, mine too. So yeah. I also sold my $20 snowman with a top hat, scarf, and gloves. People prefer that over the fluffier one. The fluffier one with Pipsqueak yarn, I finally recognized the name is Pipsqueak. They were looking at it, they just didn't buy it. So I think they like the traditional snowman, which is fine. All right, and then Jack sold. And the customer was like, is Jack ready? Is Jack ready, like, to go? And I'm like, yeah, he's ready. He's ready to sell. And she was like, I gotta have it. So she got that one. And so I'm so glad that Jack found its home after being in, like, I think 3rd market. Yeah, the 3rd market I brought him to. And Zero sold, which is the ghost dog. I will link all my patterns down below of what patterns that I've used. And my husband used, he cut a water bottle top in half to get it to stand up, because it doesn't stand up on its own. And I think that's what brought up, because they could see that was actually Zero rather than like just a floppy dog. So that helped. So thank you to my husband for that idea. I sold $10 worth of octos, because they're $5 each. 0 was $12. I sold 3 sharks and orcas, and one of them I discounted for $6 because there's kids that kept coming up multiple times on day 1 and day 2, and this one was basically came up multiple times to my booth, and he only had $6 left. And I was like, because I sell my sharks and orcas for $8, I was like, oh, you can, that's fine, if you really want it, you can have it for $6. And it just lit up the day, and that just made my entire day. That also made a very good vibe on day 2, because also something also happened, which I'll tell you a little bit later. I sold 2 axolotls on day 2. I sold 1 whale on day 2. I sold my mushroom boy for $8. I sold my daisy turtle for $18, and it was because a lot of grandkids were coming up, and the grandmother came up and she was like, I'm so glad not every single grandchild is here, but they were just swarming my booth, and the grandmother came in and she just like, you want it? And she was just buying her grandkids whatever they wanted. So I sold my daisy turtle for $18. I sold my 2 of my 4 turtles for $15 each, and one of them was an exchange because I've had this one turtle that I thought I fixed, but apparently not. So I used mine from Meg's Makes Crochets, but this particular turtle, it had, I think it was because of the yarn, it had a floppy neck, and I was trying to sew it up to like have a little perk in it, and the threads came loose. So the person came over and they picked another turtle, and I kept that one behind, and I didn't put it back out after I fixed it because I was like, well, I'm just gonna make sure that this is good before another kid was to come up and grab it and something else happens. Like, I want to make sure like that is okay. So yeah, it was just a quality thing. So they really appreciated it, and they picked out a pink turtle, which I think, I know it was a grandmother. I believe they were trying to steer it was a little boy away from the pink turtle. However, his mom came up when they returned a turtle, and she was fine with the pink turtle. So pink can be a guy's color as well. It's just, I wanted to make sure that they got a turtle for that little boy. All right, guys, I'm back. I had to situate Theo. On day 2, I sold about almost 10 more boxes. I sold 9, so I almost sold out. I only have 1 more mystery box. They were a hit, and I love the sign that I had on them because people at this market, they understood what the mystery boxes consisted of, and their parents were reminding them, so they didn't get upset. I didn't have no returns at all. The only problem that I had was one, I may have to tape the bottom because one of the kids pulled the bottom apart and got something out of it. I was able to fix it, but I didn't want that to happen again. So later on, I will be doing the tape on the bottom. And on day 2, since I was able to make 1 more chicken, I sold that chicken pretty soon in the market. So I still sold out of chickens. So it was really nothing different. They really wanted chickens, and I'm going to try to look for a mini cow because a lot of people like cows, and since the coordinator bought that 1 cow that I already had, I'm going to try to see if there's a mini cow that I can make for this market. And My day 2 totals was $221, excluding the totals from the mystery boxes, because since I didn't keep track of which one was $5, $8, and $10, I cannot distinguish how much from day 2 I was able to make. My husband had to situate our cat.
Johnny.
Y'all know the Theo. He's a co-star over here. He's a little chunky boy. Babe, what did you think of the market?
I did good.
Did really good. All right, my booth was a 10 by 8 foot booth. It was 10 feet wide, or no, 10 feet long, 8 foot wide booth. And my husband helped drawing our layout together, because when I came by Thursday to try to set up, the wind just knocked it down, and I knew I had to figure out something. So my husband deserves that little recognition, because the booth looked great. I didn't film a lot during the market because it was actually really, really busy. Wasn't it, Hut? Wasn't it? I mean, literally, Saturday, I had to crochet standing up because I made a baby Grinch. It didn't sell, but it had lots of eyes on it. But I had to crochet with that standing up. And what do you think, babe? On Friday, did we have a lot of downtime? I don't think we did.
Not really.
Because we made a lot more on Friday than we did on Saturday. Friday was 6 to 9. Saturday was 10 to 3. And I'm going to ask my husband one more time. Do you think there was more people on Saturday or Friday?
Friday.
Friday? Which is surprising because of the cold.
I didn't think many people would come out because, one, it's after work and everyone's tired, and two, it was cold.
Yeah, but I mean, it did really good.
And it was at night. Like, I was very surprised.
On Saturday, we were standing in the sun because at the booth, we had a little gravel area that separated the grass and the booth.
We were in the shade.
Yeah, we were in the shade, and my husband had the bright idea to stand in the sun to get warm a little bit.
Wouldn't have been as bad if the wind wasn't blowing.
Yes, on Saturday, it felt a lot better when the wind was not blowing. All right, so I'm going to list the best sellers from most to least. Number 1 is chickens. I sold out both days. Like, I could not keep stock of chickens. And then second was from day 2 was sharks and whales. And in combined with third place is mystery boxes. And I got that idea from Raining Charms with the boxes. Thank you, Raining Charms. I'll try to tag you for linking the boxes, because they were so affordable and so profitable. Like, I couldn't even ask for a better box, because I liked how the box was designed. The only thing I'm going to do is just tape up the bottom so nothing falls out of the bottom. And what also surprised me a little bit is on the second day, people were buying a lot at one time. So I had larger bills coming at me. I was very much surprised about that. It's because I never had to deal with that much of a total. My husband was really the cashier at the event, because he has the keys to our little cash box, which I may invest into a better one. He was telling me, because the one beside us on Saturday had the more advanced cash box, and I really like that. So I might put some of my profit towards that. So the breakdown of the market is, it had a $50 fee, and I paid my husband $35 worth of gas because we had to take his truck. From the breakdown of cash coming in, from most to least, is cash was our number 1 at $432 in cash transactions, $180.22 from card, $77 in Venmo transactions, which there was about, I'm gonna say about 2 or 3 transactions from Venmo. It was a coordinator, 0, and there was something else. Can't remember. And Cash App was $7.78 for that Oogie Boogie inspired keychain. And she bought the green one, which was the most popular one. I made in tips, because people actually tipped. It's not required, but when you do a card transaction, it asks you automatically. So I made $12.25 in tips. That is the most I've ever made in tips. Again, I want to remind everybody that is not required. It's just an option. So, $405.75 for day 1. Day 2 was approximately, without the mystery box, $221. And my square fees were $5.82. That brings my total without the fees from Square, or no, with the fees from Square, to $697. Minus the gas was $662. Minus the booth fee, $612. And I had to pay myself back from labor, so that was $315. I'm putting some towards business debt. And I'm paying myself because it's technically a business expense for the cardigan that I made, or that I bought from C&D Customs on Etsy. I came out with $152 in profit, with paying myself $315 worth of labor. Because what I do, just an FYI, is I look at everything that's sold and I add up the hours of how much time I've spent on the items that's sold, and I times it by my hourly wage, which is at this point $10 an hour, because it's my part-time job. So it was about 26 plus hours, and that equaled up to $315 worth of labor. And my final breakdown money wise is $28 sales, with an average sale of $20.11. That is the highest sale average that I've ever had, which I'm grateful for. I would do this again. Apparently this was their first time doing it. I would do this again next year, and I hear there's rumors about a spring market that I will definitely do. It was not bad time-wise to do a 2-day market. I figured I was going to be too exhausted, but I really wasn't that really exhausted. I just wanted to sleep in today. That's about it. And I think my husband had a very good time. Did you, Hunt? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I guess so.
We had barbecue, and it was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. We didn't get home till late on Friday, but I made him a grilled ham and cheese sandwich, and I had chicken noodle soup with mine, and that was enough for me to warm me up. And then the truck is, like always, the OG when it comes to warming back up in the cold. So overall, it was a good day. I would rate this market 9 out of 10 stars because it was cold. That was really about it. But I would definitely be doing this again. So I'll be seeing y'all in the next video, which will most likely be about just prepping my stock back up, because I've sold about over half of my inventory, almost half of my inventory. So I got to restock back up. And if I decide to do one more market this year, it would be only at the Greenville State Farmers Market, which I would have to focus on little items for that one. But I will see y'all guys in the next video.